So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sebastian Contreras. I am CEO of Straight Sebas Investment, and I am here to present to you the Straight Up Sebas Fund. Now, my great uncle Vladimir, God bless his soul, he left me $100,000 to invest in the stock market. I chose to do that. Here at Sebas Investment, we have hope, because you cannot invest in the stock market without hope. Companies cannot make profit without hope, and we cannot make revenue without hope. So I will tell you how I built hope into the Straight Up Sebas Fund. Now, these are the 7 stocks that ultimately became part of the Straight Up Sebas Fund. My first 5 initial were Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, First Solar Inc., Chipotle, Quest Diagnostics, and Bank of America. I chose these stocks based on the current presidential election that was taking place. As you can see, I heavily bet on the Trump victory, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, Quest Diagnostics, Bank of America. I had a contingency plan though for Solar Inc. for Hillary Clinton. As you can see, my portfolio is very diverse. I wanted a well-balanced portfolio. I have stocks from a variety of industries. As you can see, we have bank, restaurants, pharmaceuticals, energy. So the first stock I'm going to talk about today is Chipotle Mexican Grill. As you all know, Chipotle Mexican food right now is at the heart of American culture. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you. So Chipotle first started when Steve Ells opened the first restaurant in Denver, Colorado in 1993. It was a small company. It didn't have the fame it has now until 1998 when McDonald's made a minority investment in Chipotle. It allowed Chipotle to grow, and by 2005 it had over 500 stores, my bad. Actually, fun fact, McDonald's was actually going to take over Chipotle. Chipotle was going to become a subsidiary of McDonald's. However, in 2006, Chipotle became an independent company and set an IPO of $22. By the end of the day, on the very same day, Chipotle doubled in value to $44. So this was a hot stock back then. I know maybe some of you are aware in 2015 there was an E. coli outbreak. So about mid-July, there was outbreaks in Seattle and Minnesota and Kansas, all resulting from bad safety assessment in Chipotle restaurants. If you don't know, Chipotle actually closed down all its stores on February 8, 2016 to assess the damage. Chipotle was on the brink of, some may say bankruptcy. The stock was at $800 and it actually dropped to $400 in less than 1 year. So my reasons for purchase was that the stock was completely undervalued. So I was really bullish on this stock. As you can see, like I said, it dropped over half its value in less than 1 year. Obviously, it was oversold. Obviously, I needed to invest in it because I had hope. Chipotle also had a food safety reorganization plan, which meant hiring more workers to make sure that all the produce that you're eating was well preserved, was well cleaned. It's also in the process of opening a burger chain. Back then, it was going to open Tasty Meals Burger. The first one actually opened last month in Lancaster, Ohio. And lastly, because this is a macro class, I'm going to talk to you about macro stuff. So Mexican avocado prices were high. There was a tariff in place by the U.S. government on avocados from Mexico. Basically, there was a strike in Mexico. Not many avocados were being produced, and in order for Chipotle to have an abundance of guacamole, it had to pay more. So I knew that the price would drop soon, and I was heavily hopeful. So as you can see right here, this is when basically avocado prices started to fall. The Mexican worker strike started to end, and we see a little quick up in that stock value. However, this was completely a dog. As you can see, it just had a straight drop. Around here, it started to rise with the opening of Tasty Meals in October 21, but it dropped completely right here, around here. This is due to, I don't know if any of you are familiar with an investor called William Ackman. He is known for investing in companies, accumulating great swaths of stock, and then completely changing the company in his own view. Chipotle execs were scared of this, and actually people believe that since Chipotle couldn't handle itself, it was weak. Again, the stock completely plummeted, and so on November 9th, I accepted my losses, I accepted defeat, I liquidated my stock, and I bought, as you will see later on, JP Morgan. So my final statement, I bought 47 shares of Chipotle at $418.95.